Hello and welcome to another dig video. Today, we are doing something actually insane. We are going to be completing the journal. Like the whole journal. If you look at the everything tab, you will see that I have 304 out of 304 items discovered. And the last thing I needed to get was the copper mesa meteor. We're going to be talking about how to get that and like tips and tricks on how to complete the journal in this video. So here we go. We're going to stamp the copper mesa. Let's see what we get for this. You have unlocked the Dune title. You have obtained the steampunk skin for the Archake shovel. And you have obtained a copper cowboy hat for completing the copper mesa. Wait, is that a charm? I think that could be a charm. Yes, a copper cowboy hat. Walk speed. And it comes with quick draw. Your first hit will always have max control. Oh, I wonder how good that actually is. The copper cowboy hat. So you get that charm from completing the copper mesa journal. But now, we're going to stamp the whole journal. And I'm pretty sure you get like a charm and maybe some more titles. We're going to find out now. So here we go. Let's stamp the collection. Here we go. You have obtained the Omnipotent title. You have obtained the Ace skin for the Prismatic shovel. You have obtained the Prismatic domino crown. That is the thing we wanted. That is it right there. Someone just gave us a W in the chat for completing the journal. This is a big day, this is. And there it is. The OP charm. Look what this charm does, people. It does endurance, strength, and look at that. For an S grade, it does 25% look. And then to make it even better, it also has the ability RGB. Getting chromatic items is a 350 times easier. What do I even swap out for this? Because obviously I want to be using this divine crown just because of the stats. It's so good. Let's get a double S on the strength and the look and then see what it looks like. Oh, so there's double S on look and that brings it up to 29% plus. But I do want to get strength at least an S grade. Oh, there's double S endurance and double S look, but D strength. So we're going to keep re-rolling. Hopefully we can get double S on all of them. That would be insane. Oh, that's not bad. So we got B endurance, strength S, and then double S on look. I think I'm going to keep going though, because I definitely want these two on double S. I'm not too concerned about the endurance, even though it would be nice to get double S as well. I don't mind spending like $1 mil dumped into this charm, because this charm is literally the best charm in the game. I think. Whoa, okay. I might keep that one for now. So we get double S endurance, S strength, and double S look. I might just keep that one for now. But the question is, what do we replace? I think I removed the flower crown. I think I do. And then replace it with the Prismatic domino crown. Boom. So 2 double S's and an S. Let me know in the comments on which one you would have swapped out. Would you have swapped out the cauldron hat or the flower crown? Let me know. Oh, the crown looks very beautiful. Now, the next thing we are going to do for the video. If you saw my last video, you will know that I reached level 100. And that gave me the ability to unlock 2 cars. Right here, you get the Muck Bruce and the Monster Silver. Now today, I am going to buy the Muck Bruce 700. And we're going to be trying it out. Quick, gorgeous, and luxury. The peak of Cinder Island cars engineering. Oh, this is 900,000. This is such a big purchase. And we've done it. Now the question is, what colour do we go, people? What colour do we go? Do we go for a bright green? Do we go for a pink? Do we go for a red? A purple? A blue? Yellow seems quite nice. Let's see what yellow looks like. Whoa! Here's the car. Right, let's see what this thing can do. Whoa! Okay, it's fast. It is very fast. Oh, it turns. It actually turns. Whoa, whoa! Okay, this car is good. This car is good. It's a bit like the Lamborghini with its turning. Look. It's a bit like the Lamborghini, but if you tap it, then you're fine. With the Lamborghini, you have to like hold down turns. With this, you gotta just tap round the turns. Right, let's look at the visuals. Oh, what a beautiful looking car. What a beautiful, beautiful looking car. Very nice. 900,000 this costs. And what speed does it even go? What's the max speed? 98? 98? The other cars are like 80 something. So to see 98, that's actually incredible. And the car's fast as well. It's actually, it turns nice. It's actually not a bad car. I was expecting to be disappointed with this car. I keep crashing into stuff because I'm not used to the car yet. But it actually is decent. I like it. Right, now onto the tips and tricks part of the video on how to complete the journal. So the first thing you want to do when hunting the journal is you want to get as much luck as possible. And there's quite a few items you can buy to increase your luck. So this is the first way to increase it. So the first one is obviously enchanting. There are certain enchants you can get that helps you increase your luck. And just your ability to dig. So there's enchants like strength. That will help you farm. Also, if you're looking for XP, then you're looking for Prodigy, which ups your XP to 1.5 times. If you're looking for luck, you're looking for the enchant called Lucky. And if you're looking for money, you're looking for the enchant called Wumbo. I have been using Wumbo for the past 2 days, and it really is a money maker. What Wumbo does, it resizes your items. So you can get tiny, big, gigantic, microscopic. I'm going to make like a whole video on this Wumbo enchant because it really is a money maker. So once you're down the elevator, we're not going to the enchanting place, but we're going to a place where you can get more luck. I have never shown this in one of my videos before because I never knew about the location until now. So what you do is you just follow all the leaves, then it's just right round this corner, right here. So now you want to head down this walkway that looks like it's getting smaller as you walk down, because it actually is. You can't bring your car down here, but if you just walk all the way down here, you will see a gold monk called Jin. So this room is where you're going to end up. And you just see a bunch of people like praying to this big statue. And what you do with Jin here is if you have like a gold nugget or a golden mutated item, you can give the item to Jin and he will give you a luck boost down at the bottom left corner for 60 minutes. Now, if you try to use another gold nugget, the time doesn't stack, it just resets the time. So every hour, you would have to come back and re-give Jin a gold nugget or a golden mutated item. That's the way I've came to understand it. Now, the next tip for this video is just right around this corner. I have shown this in many videos, but it really is like the best items you can get for farming. So this is Tom's Bakery. And Tom's Bakery, you can buy these cupcakes that gives you small little boosts for small amounts of time. So what these cupcakes do is you get the strength cupcake that gives 0.25 strength. You get the luck cupcake that gives 0.25 luck. You get the strawberry cupcake that gives you 0.25 control. And last but not least, you get the lemon cupcake that gives 0.25 haste. And then there's also this roll over here. It's not a cake, but that does two. 0.5 haste and 0.5 control. So if you buy all of these cakes and those rolls, and have them running at all times. Like, even in my inventory, you can see I have all of these lemon cupcakes and stuff, because even though it gives a small amount of boost, any boost is worth it in this game. The next thing we are going to be talking about is the meteorite. Or the meteor. I don't think it actually is called a meteorite, I think it's called a meteor. And this is one of the items you are going to need to dig to complete the journal. And this item is honestly the hardest one to get. All the other items are kind of a breeze. This item, though, is one of a kind. So in the journal, when you're looking to get this divine natural meteor, it says it's located in the copper mesa, but it's actually not. So in one of my videos, I spent 2.5 million on meteor totems? Horns? Meteor horns? And I did not get a single meteor. And that's because I was digging in the wrong place. Thank you, comments. Like, the comments made me realise I was actually digging in the completely wrong place in the copper mesa. And I'm going to show you where to get it in this video. Once you get to the copper mesa, you just want to drive all the way through until you get to this point right here. So when you get to this point, you want to hop out of your car and jump over these little rocks right here, because this is where you're actually going to dig the meteor. It's going to be down here. So what you want to do is, once you get to the copper canyon, you want to bring out your item detector, which you can buy at spawn for 10,000. And if you just click it, you will see an area called Gold Nugget. And you want to keep walking around this canyon until you find the Gold Nugget area. And if you dig in this area, your chance of getting the meteor is so much higher. Is really so much higher. I'm pretty sure you can dig it out of anywhere in the canyon, but in this Gold Nugget area specifically, I got it myself, and I have also seen like 3 to 4 other people get it while I was trying to get it. So if you're looking for the meteor and you can't seem to get it, come to the Gold Nugget area in the canyon, in the copper mesa. The next item we are going to talk about to increase your luck is something called arcane totems. Now, you might see in my inventory this arcane totem, which gives you plus 15 luck to players within the totem's range circle. So if you're looking for like a specific item to dig, then using an arcane totem is very, very useful. Now, you can either head to the shop and buy the arcane totems for 59 Robux each, or free for 159. Or you can get them for free by doing the pizza quests. Now, to get an arcane totem from the pizza quest, you have to do 9 pizza deliveries. And then every 9 pizza deliveries, you will get an arcane totem. And they will last for 30 minutes once you place them down. So coming every day and just doing like 10 to 20 pizza deliveries is so worth it. Like, I've been stacking up arcane totems ready for the update. So you got your cupcakes running, you got your arcane totem on the floor, you got your enchant, and you've got the best shovel that you can get. Shovels are such a big thing. Like, if you guys can afford the prismatic shovel, make sure you buy it. It's 250,000 and you'll find this in the merchant. If you want the Starfire shovel, you're going to have to work a little bit harder. You're going to have to complete quite a few missions for that one. If you want to know how to get the Starfire, I did also make a video on that, so go and check that out. But all of the rest of the items in the journal were actually really easy. Like, if you're stuck on junk items, then go and use something called a magnet shovel. A magnet shovel digs up junk items consistently, like one after another, and you can buy this shovel right here in the Cinder Cavern. What you gotta do is head down the elevator, buy the elevator for $1,000, out of the elevator, and you will find the shovel right here to your left. And you'll also find the item detector for 10,000 here as well. Oh, the magnet shovel's not 5,000, it's 10,000. My mistake. I thought it was 5. But what this magnet shovel does, it's basically a junk item collector. So if you're needing any of the junk items in the journal, then make sure to use the magnet shovel on the certain areas you need the junks. I forgot I didn't claim that. Do I have any more I need to claim? I don't think so. Oh, one more? Yeah, there was one more. Now let's talk about the fuzzball. So to get all the boss items, it's pretty self-explanatory. You just need to take down the bosses. But the fuzzball is probably the hardest boss to find. It's even harder than the molten, because the molten you can pay for. You can pay 300,000 and guarantee a molten spawn. But with the fuzzball, you have to wait at the farm, Verdant Vale, and you need to come here and wait for a flower to spawn. I'll quickly see if there is one now. There's most likely not, because these flowers are quite rare. But what you're looking for is like a little flower that you can jump out your car and press E on. And what that does is that will spawn a fuzzball boss. Now there is ways you can get this flower. Like if you have a private server which costs 179 Robux, you can just literally AFK in your private server for a few hours and then you will see a flower spawn. Like to complete the fuzzball journal, it only took me an hour of AFKing in a private server for a flower to spawn. Obviously, flowers do still spawn in public servers, you just might have to wait a little bit longer. And you have to keep an eye out because people that find the flowers will use them. I think the flower is called a mysterious flower. So what you gotta do is just drive around the Verdant Vale and look for this flower to spawn the fuzzball. And then I think you have like a 10 or 20% chance to get the fuzz baby. And the fuzzball. And they're the things you need for the journal. All the other items in the journal are actually really easy to get. Like, I've pretty much covered all of the hard stuff. Like, the Molten boss, you need to buy I think, it was a Blue Moon horn? Not a Blue Moon horn, sorry. A Meteor horn. And then you need to give it to the boss itself inside of the volcano. I can actually show you that. Whoa, I was just driving to the Molten boss and look how many cars are parked over here. People are just farming over there. But to get the Molten boss, you need to head to something called the Alona Jungle. And the Alona Jungle is, if you just pass through the Copper Mesa, you will literally end up right here. And the first thing you want to do, if you've not done this already, is head to the tribe. And speak to this person that is standing in front of the board. Because they will give you a mission to get something called magma boots. Let me show you what they are right now. So to enter the cave where the Molten boss is, you're going to need magma boots. Now what magma boots do is it gives you something called heat proof. You will no longer take damage from being inside Mount Charcoal. And you can also get the Blazing Gauntlet from completing the Mount Charcoal journal, which is really easy. I think I've completed it in like a few minutes. But to get the magma boots, you have to complete this mission right here. And when you have the magma boots, you can literally turn around and head straight into this cave right here. Let me just make sure they're on. They are on. So we're going to head into the cave. And what you do with this Molten boss is you got to be very careful with driving around here. Because you have a high chance of falling off and losing like loads of money. This car just likes to do flips. So I've kind of just got to work with it. So what you got to do is be very careful. Drive all the way around here. If you don't feel comfortable in driving, then you can also just get out your car and walk. Like, this pathway right here is very sketchy. But that will bring you to this boss right here. And when you have the meteor totem, or horn, whatever you want to call it, you hold it out, and then you hold E, and this will wake the molten boss up. So that's how you spawn the molten boss. And then I think it's like 10 to 20% chance of getting the items you need to complete the journal. Like if I just head into to the Mount Charcoal, you need the molten alloy and the molten monstrosity boss, which I think is about 10 to 20% chance of being dropped. So you might have to spawn a couple of these bosses, but hopefully not many. But honestly, I think that is everything in the journal that was like hard to get. Everything else was really easy. Like even the prismatics, if you just dig in a location long enough, even without a meteor shower, they are quite easy to get. One thing you might struggle with is like the wagon, but you can get the wagon near the saloon in the Copper Mesa. That's where I dug it out. You might struggle with... I'm trying to think what else you might struggle with. I can't quite see it, but there is this fish called a talking bass, which is a mythical. I think it could be this. That just says fish though. That don't actually say talking bass. I'm not sure where it is, but that was one of the hard ones as well. So if you want to get the talking bass fish, you just need to mine, like, just in the Copper Mesa. That's literally it. You just need to dig in the Copper Mesa. Even in the canyon, I saw myself getting wagons and talking basses inside of the canyon when hunting for the meteor. So that really is the best place to farm when you're looking for the items in the Copper Mesa. Just head down into the canyon and dig at the gold nugget area. But that is going to be the end of the video. If I did miss anything, then please let me know in the comments. I am sorry about that, and I will see you in the next video. If you enjoyed them, please to make sure to leave a like and drop a comment. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.